everyone, I'm Nick Harmer. I play bass in Death Cab for Cutie.
There is whiskey in the water, and there is death upon the vine.
Man, you are starting heavy. Fugazi, I just have more meaningful connections to their albums than Rites of Spring. I never got the chance to see Fugazi live, which is one of the biggest crimes of my youth. I had a couple of opportunities and for whatever reason couldn't make them happen. So I'm very sad that I never saw them live. But yeah, been a big fan of Fugazi for a long time. So definitely Fugazi. Part of what they offered for me as a kid was they had a very strong political viewpoint and voice, and they stood for something, and they never backed down from that. It's going to have to be Nirvana, because Nirvana for me was the band, there were actually a handful of bands, but in this particular pairing, Nirvana was the band that, they were from our hometown. They proved to me, as a fan of them, that you didn't have to, when I was a kid growing up, music happened in other cities. It happened in Los Angeles. It happened in New York, and it happened in London. And Nirvana came along, and suddenly you could be in a band and be in a powerful band and be in Seattle and be from Seattle. And that to me was a revelation that anybody could that my friends and I could pick up our instruments together and start a band and start playing, and we could do it. These are grudge matches. This is tough. I think I'm gonna come down a little bit more on the Slow Dive side than the My Bloody Valentine. My Bloody Valentine is just godhead for shoegaze, I know, but man, Slovakia, that record, and I really like the record that they made, Pygmalion, as well. It's like kind of really slow and atmospheric and dreamy. Slow Dive's the band for me over those two. You've got basically the Loveless. You've got the one My Bloody Valentine record that's like undeniable canon, just music. It is just like that's gonna be in the rock and roll, textbooks forever. But I think in terms of who I personally connected with and who made more than just one record that kept working for me, Slow Dive. That's hard. I'm gonna have to go with. Probably in the scheme of things, like Sunny Day Real Estate comes out slightly ahead because they're a local band, but they only made just a small handful of records too that I really really liked. I liked the Diary and the Pink album a lot. And I know they've made other records besides that, but Yo La Tengo, they're a career band. They still are making records. They're still active and vibrant, and I'm still a huge fan of them. So, it's tough when you compare how I was feeling about those bands in the 90s versus how I feel about them now. Like, I would have picked Sunny Day Real Estate, if I was in high school over Yo La Tengo in a minute. But over time now, I think Yo La Tengo's eclipsed that. I'm gonna change that. Yo La Tengo's the band. I'm gonna go with them. I have so much respect for how they've been able to be a band for this long and make a career out of it and keep their thing intact and unchanged. So, Yo La Tengo.